Don't forget your mic.
Good evening. I would like to call this meeting to order. First, we're going to be doing the Pledge of Allegiance. If everybody could please stand.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next, I would like to take roll call. Ms. Backus, would you please call the roll?
Connie Newhan. Aisha Kennerly.
Present.
Vice Chair Jamie Merchant.
Present.
Trustee Shirley Teller Hayes.
Present.
And Trustee Sharice Leonard.
Present.
Meeting minutes. Has everybody had the opportunity to go over the meeting minutes from May 23rd? If so, is there a motion and a second?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of May 23rd.
Shirley makes a motion. May I have a second?
I second.
Aisha seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Oh, we have to do roll call, don't we?
Trustee Aisha Kennerly.
Approve.
Vice Chair Jamie Merchant.
Approve.
Trustee Shirley Teller Hayes.
Approve.
And Trustee Sharice Leonard.
Approve.
Thank you. Next item is the consent calendar. All items listed on the consent calendar are considered routine matters, statistics, reports. These items are listed in the consent calendar, and they may be voted on with one motion with the concurrence of the library board. A trustee or any person may request an item be removed for further consideration. Has everybody had an opportunity to look at the consent calendar?
Yes.
Is there a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the consent calendar.
May I have a second?
I second that we approve the consent calendar as presented.
Great. Ms. Backus, can you take the roll?
Trustee Aisha Kennerly.
Approve.
Vice Chair Jamie Merchant.
Approve.
Trustee Shirley Teller Hayes.
Approve.
And Trustee Sharice Leonard.
Approve.
Now we have public communication. Do we have any speaker cards?
No speaker cards from the public.
Any written communication?
No written communication from the
Okay. Next is the youth update. Do we have anybody from TAC that will be speaking? Come. Oh, that's okay. Come on in. Yeah. Thank you both so much for coming. It's good to see you.
Press the button.
Oh, okay. There we go. Right now we're working on murder mystery. Recently we got some merch, so that's good. I wasn't there last meeting because I wasn't feeling well, so
Yes. So last meeting we discussed the layout of the floor plans we wanted Murder Mystery to look like. Murder Mystery is going to be set in the 1920s mafia theme, and we are going to be splitting the room in half and having the tables look like aisles. We have already decided on the food, the gifts. Most of the script writing is already done. All that's left is for the items we ordered to come in so we can try them on, for the actors to rehearse, and yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And for
that's it.
decoration. Yeah.
What day is it?
July 21st.
And what are the age ranges?
From all the for teens, so it's 12 to 17. Yeah, so we have the shirts and the bags, which are back there.
Okay, do you want me to bring
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's the two we ordered so far.
That's exciting that you guys have some TAC merch now.
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Nice
cool.
book bags.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
No, not so far.
Anybody have any questions or comments?
Thank you for coming. What are your names?
My name is Zita, and her name is Sharon.
Well, it sounds like a really exciting time will be had by all who join. I kind of wish I was somewhere between the ages of 12 and 17. I mean, I've been wishing that for a really long time, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be fun to have one for an adults, murder mystery night. But thank you both so much for coming, and I love the new merch, and go out and wear it proud, and maybe we can recruit some more TAC members. Have a good evening. Thank you. Next is the introduction of the interim community service director, Ms. Finch.
Yes, good evening, trustees. My name is Donna Finch. I am the interim community services director. I have been serving previously as the assistant to the city manager for the last year and a half. I started in January 2022. Prior to that, I worked for the city of Riverside for 4 years and then city of Rancho Cucamonga for 12 years. So I'm excited to be a part of the team. I actually started my career in community services in Rancho Cucamonga back in 2005. It's a very fond memory for me coming up through doing special events, and in my various roles in city management, I've supported both community services and library departments. So I'm very happy to be part of this team and play a more active role in the process. So thank you very much for having me.
No, thank you. We really appreciate your guidance and leadership, and we're really looking forward to working with you.
Great, I am as well.
Next is administration reports.
Yes, so this is our new, well, it's not really a new, it's a revamped, now called the library report, excuse me. Previously, it was the director's report, but we wanted to give staff more of an opportunity to share information about the programs that they're working directly on. We have a lot of exciting updates on what's going on at the library that have been taking place over the past month, and then some highlights of what we expect to see over the next month or two with our summer programming. So I'm going to turn it over to our library manager, Danielle, who's going to provide us with some updates on the Heritage Room, the Summer at the Library program, the top title charts for fiction and nonfiction, a Flag Day recap, upcoming events, and our display of the Women's Victory flag. So I'll go ahead and turn it over.
All right. Thank you so much. Good evening, trustees and Director Finch. So this very first update deals with the Heritage Room. This slide is already out of date. So we're not going to close on July 1st. We're going to be closing on July 31st. So the Heritage Room is going to be open during our normal hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday until July 31st. After that time, we are going to need to reduce access to the archives because we are packing all of those items. This is due to help prepare for the remodeling and make sure that all of the items are packed according to our archival archival standards. While we're closed, we're going to try to assist researchers and patrons who have any sort of inquiries that deal with all of our archival items, but some may have to wait until we reopen because we can't, sometimes we just can't find the items as they are packed and stored. So, and we're also in the process of seeking library and information science interns to potentially help us with not only the archive inventory, but also properly tagging these items and then also digitization if we're able to. But we also encourage patrons and researchers to call or email ahead to make sure that we can assist them with their requests prior. And this is our Summer at Your Library update. We are officially in our 4th week of Summer at Your Library, and we are seeing a very large interest in our offerings. So far, we've had over 50 people at Mondays on the Go at Citrus Park, over 50 people at our summer movie event, 67 participants at the Summer Maker Monday event, 25 people at Guided Story Walk, over 1,000 people are currently signed up for the Summer Reading Challenge, and 30 volunteers trained as summer assistants to run the Summer at Your Library booth. So if you're walking into the library, you'll see them front and center right next to the display cases. The library also saw a huge turnout on the 20th. In regard to the very first day of our prize room being open, and I've never seen there be a long line at the library as I did when that prize room opened up. So coming up, we are having our movie matinees on Wednesday at 2:30, and also summer-themed story times and activities at the Splash Pad at Ridgeline Park in the month of July. We also have our Stuffy Story Time coming up on July 12th, and as Tack already mentioned, they're having their mystery murder nights with the teens. So we have a few Collection HQ updates. So firstly, we have the top 10 fiction titles that have been checked out since May 2023. As you can see, it's a really good mix of adult, juvenile, and children's books. The highest circulated book so far is Pokemon Adventures, with a circulation of 56. So, and then this next slide shows our top nonfiction titles, with the largest being a juvenile book called Primary Phonics with a circulation of 14, and then for adults, Spare being circulated 9 times. At present, we have 32% dead items, which are items that have not been checked out for more than 180 days, which is an improvement from the month prior at 40%. Our grubby items are at 38%, which is an increase of 1% from the previous month. Grubby items are the well-worn, very loved books that are checked out a lot. So for both sections, Collection HQ states that we should have about 10% or less. And our Flag Day ceremony, I have messed up my notes. There it is. Vets Connect hosted a Flag Day ceremony on Wednesday, June 14th. The ceremony had both current service members and veterans participating in the event. During the ceremony, each of the 13 folds of the flag were explained while the flag was being folded. And at the ceremony, the oldest and the youngest veteran in the room cut the cake with a saber, which was very, very cute. You can actually see it in the photo on your left there. Overall, we had 48 people attend the event, which was a great success. And I wanted to especially thank Blue Star Mothers, Veterans Honoring Veterans, and Vets Connect, especially Ellie Griffiths, for hosting a great event. This is our July calendar of events. Just a note that the library will be closed on Tuesday, July 4th for Independence Day. The library staff are working the 4th of July parades, but we encourage our patrons and community members to attend the parade and the festivities at Santana Park at 5 p.m. At Mountain Gate Park on Wednesday, we will have our story walk with How Rocket Learned to Read. We also have a guided story walk with a park ranger on July 11th at 10 a.m. At Mountain Gate Park as well. Our story walks incorporate literacy and physical activity as a fun way to encourage family reading and learning. And lastly, we're offering reading strategies for parents and caregivers with children's ages 5 through 7. These literacy workshops are on Tuesdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the Francis Aldama Martinez room. There's no registration required, but space is limited to 20 families, so arrive early. And lastly, the Corona Serves exhibit is still up until July 3rd. And as a part of the exhibit, the 9 by 12 foot Women's Victory Service flag is on display after months of restoration. This has been a very, a labor of love of sorts. A little history about the flag. The Women's Victory Service was created after December 7th, 1941, which was the attack on Pearl Harbor. The organization's objective was to keep in touch, if possible, with every local man and woman in the armed services. They tracked and corresponded with each person from induction to discharge, sending letters and birthday cards. Over the course of the war, 2,097 cards were sent by the service. The organization created the Victory Service flag to honor local men and women who served. The 46 gold stars represent those who made the ultimate sacrifice, and the 273 silver stars represent those who served. The photo on the left shows the flag and members of the Women's Victory Service on display at City Hall on 8th and Main in 1942, and the photo on the right shows the flag as it currently is in the library. Corona Serves will be the last exhibit in the gallery for this year. Construction is to expand the Heritage Room will begin later this year, but the exhibit and the flag are available to be viewed during normal library hours. Any questions?
I don't necessarily have a question. I just have a comment. There's a lot going on at the library.
Yeah.
And that's good to see, and it's good to see the reaction from the public. I've never really known for Flag Day to be celebrated before.
Yeah, it's one of those things that just kind of pass you by if you're not really looking out for it. As a daughter of a veteran, that's one of those things that you kind of realize every year. But as a kid, I never realized that each of the 13 folds meant something until, I know this is bad, but until this year. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, it was like, oh, it's just folded really pretty. No, each one of those folds is something very deep and very thematic with our armed forces. So it was a very nice event to see that happen and to be a part of it as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to commend you on that.
I have an amazing team, so we couldn't have done it without everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for the Collection HQ update. I'm glad to see, I think this is the first time that we've seen actual books that are modern, that are modern day fiction in there. And I kind of fell into the Colleen Hoover pool and started reading her books too. I was trying not to, but after so many reviews on that you see on the internet, I fell into it and started reading her books. But Aisha got me connected on Cloud Library for Corona, and they have some really good selections on there. And then Hoopla, I like now that they show you the latest books that come out every month. So you guys even have The Covenant of Water, which is the most coveted book this summer that everybody's reading. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the update. The flag is super cool. I'm definitely a history buff, so I'm really excited to go by and see the flag. And then I love the fact that we get to see what is currently checking out and circulating. I'm not super surprised by the books in the fiction chart, just especially the more anime-related and manga-related books, because all of those are also popular animes on TV. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me that kids are picking up on both of those, and they tend to also appeal to adults as well. And then I have not caught the Colleen Hoover train. I'm so sorry. Apparently I need to, because it's very, very popular. But I do have Spare, and that thing is a beast. That book is big. So I'm not surprised it's only been out 9 times. It takes a while. But thank you very much, Danielle. You've been doing an amazing job, so appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, to reiterate what everybody else has said, I love that with the new collection AQ now, that HQ, that we can see what everybody's looking into and checking out. So just from a quick glance, it's educational, like helping the kids, and then it looks like the moms are taking this summer to organize their houses, doing with the Marie, is it?
Condo.
Yeah, to get rid of their clutter, and then Joanne Gaines, I'm sure that she's helping too. So, and I'm sorry that I missed the Flag Day ceremony, but I heard that it was amazing, and so thank you so much for hosting that. And then also I noticed that we do have another flyer up here for the Vet Center Veterans Barbecue. Are we able to put this on this camera or something, or? Because it's not included in anything.
No, I just received that today, so that's why it's in your packets, but do I have that in mind? I don't have it in mind.
Don't we have it, like a camera over there that we can?
There you are.
Yeah, here.
But yeah,
I
just,
have a camera.
yeah.
Over here.
So it's all veterans are welcome, and it's at the Corona Vet Center, 800 Magnolia Avenue, and it is June 30th from 11 to 2, a free barbecue, and it's presented by Blue Star Moms, American Legion, Unit 742, Veterans Housing, and Vet Connect, and then the Corona Elks. So it would be great, just if you're a veteran and you're able to go, and those are some great resources too, if you need them. Thank you for posting that up there. I think that is it. It's trustee communication. I think we've already spoken. Does anybody else have anything to say? Excited for the 4th of July parade. I hope to see everybody there. I can't wait to see all the floats. And I know that Shirley's been practicing her Miss America wave, elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, touch a shoulder, give a kiss. So if that is all, the meeting is adjourned at 5:52. Thank you.